The man merely lit a cigar, but the neighbor's house instantly exploded. The crowd panicked and rushed to the scene, and the fire brigade had already arrived. At that moment, Ellie noticed a firefighter pulling a young girl from the rubble. Ellie had seen this girl before. A few days earlier, Ellie was walking home from work when she saw the same girl chasing butterflies on the road. Worried the girl might get hurt, Ellie stopped to warn her to play somewhere safer. But before Ellie could speak, the girl's mother, Lucy, came running over. She looked at Ellie warily, then hurried away with her daughter. Now looking at the injured girl, Ellie felt deep regret. Then she noticed a black man standing at the corner, secretly watching the disaster scene. When he saw Ellie looking at him, the man quickly turned and left. Ellie felt puzzled, but she didn't think much of it, until the next day, when Ellie was about to go to work. She learned that the injured girl from last night was named Dana. Just as Ellie was feeling sad, a few children approached her. They said they were Dana's friends, and asked Ellie to deliver a letter to her in person. Ellie agreed without hesitation. However, when she arrived at the hospital and mentioned Dana's name to the nurse suddenly became nervous. She said she needed to consult the doctor first. A moment later, the doctor came out. But when Ellie asked about Dana, the doctor denied that there was any patient named Dana in the hospital. He insisted that the hospital could not reveal any personal information. Ellie was deeply confused. Forced out by the doctor, she had no choice but to leave. Ellie didn't notice that after she left, the doctor immediately made a mysterious phone call. As Ellie walked out of the hospital, she suddenly sensed someone following her. She went to her bike, pretending to tidy it up, then quietly looked behind her. It was the same black man who had been watching the explosion that night. Ellie was full of questions. Why was he following her? Could that explosion hide a deeper secret? When she arrived at work, Ellie still felt uneasy. She turned on her computer to check the news online. Her sharp instincts immediately noticed something strange. The photo of the fire scene in the news was clearly different from the one in the newspaper. She quickly compared the two photos side by side. Sure enough, in the online photo, not only was the rescued girl missing, but even the firefighter beside her had vanished. It was as if someone had tried to erase the key evidence of the rescue. Ellie printed out both photos and examined them under a magnifier for pixel inconsistencies. Sure enough, the signs of tampering were obvious. She immediately went to the police station to file a report. She hoped the police would start an investigation. But after checking the system, the officer on duty told Ellie that the explosion case had been marked as restricted access. The police's reaction made Ellie even more suspicious. When she returned home, Ellie found that the shattered floor-to-ceiling window had already been replaced. As she was inspecting the glass, she once again saw the black man entering the ruins of the explosion. That explosion, the erased photos, and the hospital's lies all seemed to point to a truth that someone was deliberately hiding. Ellie made up her mind. No matter what danger lay ahead, she would uncover the truth who was behind the cover-up of this explosion.